Georgetown Tigers. Neil. Rita Sergira. Hunter Keller. Kayla Mantel. Number 5, Maria Kimbrough. It's Ruggles. Number 7, Izzy Bennett. Number 8, Maria Tirazona. Number 9, Leah O'Lee. Number 10, Mathilde 12, Haley Tillman. Number 13, Olivia Reckenwald. Number 14, Yanni Kazan. Number 15, Bella Hughes. Number 16, Danny Bruce. Number 17, Julia Costa Severo. Number 18, Reese Speed. Number 19, Nina Hodges. 20, Maria Alves. Number 21, McKenna Walker. And number 23, Olivia Mitchell. Let's play some volleyball. But first, here comes the national anthem.
Hello, and welcome to Davis Freed Alumni Gym. I'm your host, LC Newton, here with
Freed-Hardeman.
And today we have some Mid-South Conference volleyball in the Georgetown Tigers and the Freed-Hardeman Lions. And here we go. That's the right side. Block. Tigers.
Great block there by Danny Bruce and Julia Costa-Severo.
Number 18, Reese Speed, back to serve. Speed puts in a float. Pass well. Set to the outside. 33, blocked. Free ball. Scramble play. Back to the outside. Danny blocked. Good recovery, but not able to get the ball back over. Point Lions. And Finn, what do you think of the energy so far here early in set one?
I think both teams starting with a lot of energy from the very beginning on, and I'm very excited. I think this is going to be a great game.
Good pass by Aaliyah. Set to the middle. Hunter, one of their strongest hitters for the Tigers. And killed by number 33. Back row attack, and it's a point. Point Lions. Avery Harris back to serve for the Lions. Float serve just over the net. Overpassed and tipped it right out of bounds. Point Tigers. And here comes Vianney Kazan and Nina Hodges into the game. Vianney Kazan back to serve. The deep float serve. Free ball. Chance for the Tigers. Kazan. And just a bit outside. Looking for a touch. Not going to get it on that one. Adley Mays back to serve for the Lions. And into the net. Little miscommunication there. I'm not sure if Aaliyah was going for that ball from the start, but Mays back to serve. Good pass by Aaliyah. Kazan to Nina for the kill. Big swing by Nina Hodges. And in comes Olivia Rechtenwald and Olivia Mitchell into the game. Rechtenwald puts in a float. Out of system. A near ace, and it's going to score. Point Tigers. Rechtenwald back to serve. Puts in a float. Passed well this time. Middle ball, and it's going to score off the hands. In comes Charlie Fulton for the Lions. Good pass by Olivia. Bumps head to the outside. Mitchell with the swing and kill. Point Tigers. Carly McNeil back to serve for the Tigers. Float serve, short, overpassed, and put away. Point Tigers. Good job by Julia Costavera to handle the overpass. McNeil back to serve. And that one in the net. Already a better energy and start to the game for the Tigers than yesterday's match, which I'm sure Coach Felicia Pace and Coach Bringerhoff are pretty excited about. Good pass by Olivia. 31. Dug well, but a miscommunication leads to the Tigers' point. In comes Ivana Zareen and McKenna Walker. That to the outside. Cut shot. Good defense by the Tigers. McKenna Walker tips it. Handled well. And point Lions. An interesting lineup for the Tigers in this game. We usually see Kayla Mantell and Bianca Kazan at the setter position. Today we have Ivani Zareen as the setter number 2. Hasn't got a ton of playing time this year, but so far doing pretty good. Aaliyah O'Lee comes into the game along with Danny. O'Lee, famous for her top spin serve. And just a bit outside. Casey Donegan to serve for the Lions. And ace serve. Miscommunication. Donegan for the serve. This time passed well by O'Lee. And Danny Bruce with a big swing and kill. Ben, what are your thoughts so far on the Tigers offensively?
Yeah, I think the Tigers do a great job, starting with a lot of energy in the game. That's something they struggled with yesterday in the game when they lost to Bethel in 3 straight sets. Yeah, I think the energy on the part is pretty good, and the Tigers.
And hopefully they will be able to not lose in 3 sets today. 2 ball. Tipped and scored. It's not very often you see the high ball in the middle, but the Tigers drawing different plays today, mixing it up a little bit. Biani Kazan back to serve with the deep float. Wow, and right through the hands of Nina Hodges. Not sure what was going on there. Aaliyah to Danny Bruce. Big swing and big kill. What is it about Danny Bruce that makes her such a good hitter?
Yeah, I think she has a great vertical jump. She's also a very athletic player and has a good arm swing. I think that's like her biggest strength.
Absolutely. And only at 5'3", it is pretty impressive, her jumping ability. Charlie Fulton back to serve for the Lions. Puts in a float. Pass well by Olivia Rechtenwald. And Nina off the block. Point Tigers. Hunter Keller handles the overpass. The defensive specialist out of Louisville, Kentucky, the sophomore Carly McNeil, back to serve. A high float serve, handled well, to the right side. Rechtenwald to Nina Hodges. Good down ball. Good defense by the Tigers. And here comes the A ball. Hit well by Olivia. Scramble play, big rally. Who's going to get it? And the tip scores. Biani Kazan does a twirl. And that is something we see a lot in this game, is the setter dump. Into the net. Point Tigers.
Now the Tigers up 14-13, and this is the first timeout taken by Freed-Hardeman.
Pretty good start. I think Coach Felicia Pace and Coach John Brinkerhoff pretty pleased with what they've seen so far against a pretty good Lions team. Freed-Hardeman, I'm not sure if they're completely locked in and totally ready to play, but nonetheless, a pretty close one here in set one.
Yes, and so far Georgetown is doing a pretty good job in taking advantage of the errors made by the Freed-Hardeman Lions. And hopefully they are able to continue doing this after this timeout.
My prediction, Freed-Hardeman is going to come out of this timeout with a little bit different energy and better flair. And we're back. Carly McNeil to serve. Overpassed. Rechtenwald to Nina. They're going to call a double. Point Lions. And Hunter Keller comes into the game. And right back out. Bryce Morris with a deep float serve. Passed well by Reese Speed. Kazan to Olivia Mitchell for the kill. And here comes Ivana Zarin, the sophomore out of Serbia, standing at 5'10". Float serve. Ace. Point Tigers. The Tigers doing a good job so far at keeping the service pressure on a few aces here in set one early. All the momentum seems to be on the Tigers' side right now. Another near ace. And here comes the free ball, the slide. That to the middle, tipped. Oh dear. Free ball. Set to the outside, off the net. Speed to McKenna Walker.
Oh, and that's a great rally we're seeing here.
Sure is. To the outside, Mitchell for the swing, and finally, somebody scores. Point Tigers. That is one thing about the women's game, is you see a lot more long rallies. When opposed to the men's game, you don't really see a whole lot of long rallies. It's quicker side outs, faster points scored. And speaking of aces, here's another one, this time directly in the corner. That's a pretty good spot. Not easy to do. Ivana Zarin on a pretty good serving run so far. Go ahead.
And Georgetown now up with 4 points. That's putting Freed-Hardeman on a lot of pressure. It's the next point for Georgetown. 5 points lead now.
McKenna Walker with a huge slam in the middle. And what a great serving run. And this is that Tigers team that we've seen in the first home game that just came out and played pretty well. Free ball. Set to the outside. Mitchell didn't get a full approach on that one. Blocked. What was that? Oh, my goodness. Some sloppy play on the Lions side. Good defense, not letting the ball hit the floor. Walker, right in the net. That's a tough angle coming over your shoulder to get the swing. But nonetheless, a pretty mistake-free game so far for the Tigers. Allie Humphrey with the serve into the net. And they are giving the game to Georgetown. Slowly but surely.
And now Danny Bruce and Leo Lee back in the game. Leo Lee to start.
Here comes the top spin. And the service pressure continues to dominate for the Tigers. The Lions having a real tough time in serve receive, only passing 2. Interesting game plan. Here comes the top spin. Off the hands, and it's going to be another ace.
Georgetown doing a great job so far, putting the opponent on a lot of pressure on their serves, and this is so far the key in the first set, I think.
Absolutely. Just racking up the aces here in set 1. And we'll be right back after this short break.
And now Leo Lee back to serve. Another good topspin. And the next block, McKenna Walk and Julia Silvero with a great double block on the oppo.
And the Tigers are rolling. Oli for the top spin. She's had a pretty consistent serve all year, and it's going to be another ace.
And this means set ball for the Tigers.
And here comes the top spin. Ace serve. Wow, an unreal game 1.
Yeah, the Tigers with a nearly perfect first set. A lot of aces, great service pressure, while also keeping the arrows on their own side very low.
Absolutely. We love what we're seeing so far. And we'll be right back after this short intermission. And welcome back to Davis Reed Alumni Gym. Here comes set 2. Tigers are going to start off float serve. Set to the outside.
And it's a kill by Olivia Mitchell after a great block touch by McKenna Walker and Julia Costas-Lavero again. And now Ivana Zarin back to serve.
Good float serve. Oh man, that's an overpass. You got to put that one away. And just a bit outside on the back row swing.
Now Avery Havers back to serve for the Lions.
Out of system, speed to McKenna Walker, and way out of bounds. That one not very close. Avery Harris puts in a float off the ceiling to the right side. Mitchell. The right side blocked, and there's a net touch. It's going to be point Lions. The down official caught Julia Costavera in the net. And that one served under the net with some speed. Now, what's the punishment for serving under the net in the game?
I think it depends, but especially during game days, there's probably nothing.
What's the German tradition?
Usually it's like if you serve the ball under the net without even touching the net, you have to buy a beer for all your teammates. Yeah, a little fun fact to clarify this: the drinking age in Germany is different than here in the US. You can buy beer and wine with 16 already.
Another overpass. How did that one score? I think Danny Bruce definitely missed that ball, but somehow able to find the court. All smiles for the Tigers. Here comes the topspin for O'Lee. The Lions having a lot of trouble with that topspin serve.
And that's an important point for the Tigers because now O'Lee goes back to the service line. And it's going to bring in another one of her pretty dangerous topspin serves.
And they sure are dangerous. Off the ceiling to the outside. Passed well by Speed. Back to Danny. Here comes the tip. Speed with a good pass. Danny Bruce again. And a good tempo ball to the outside and good swing by number 33.
Now Adley Myers back to the service line for the Lions.
And here's another double. Second double of the match. Called on the Tigers. The upper ref calling it tight today. Set at the middle, a little low. Another set at the middle. Walker saves the ball. Elia off the tape. Roll shot. Tim Walker for the swing and the kill. McKenna Walker off the hands for the point.
Now Speed back to the service line for the Tigers.
The 5'7" sophomore libero with a deep float. The Lions still having a lot of trouble with that serve receive. Here comes the middle to the strongest hitter for the Tigers, Hunter Keller. Just grazed the ceiling to Bruce, blocked, kept alive. Back to Bruce. That one, no touch. That one got a whole lot of tape, not a whole lot of hands. Good pass by Ali to McKenna Walker with a big swing and a big point. She's swinging well today.
Yeah, McKenna Walker does a great job finding the blocker's hands and is able to score a lot of points today already for the Tigers.
And out of Orlando, Florida, the junior, Vianney Kazan, back to serve. Here comes the float. 31 and out of bounds. Point Tigers. They're really doing a good job at letting the other team make the mistakes and capitalizing on those errors. Ace serve from Kazan. The Aces continue to roll here in Alumni Gym. Hip over the block, covered by Nina. Back to Bruce. Big swing and a big kill. There's that verticality we talked about.
Right transitional play by the Tigers. Good pickup from Nina Hodges. And then good kill by Danny Bruth. Forcing the Lions to take another timeout pretty early here in the second set.
And the Tigers bench players running real hard here during the timeout. The Tigers so far with their foot on the gas, not seeming to let up, keeping that service pressure on. This would be a huge win, one of the few wins of the season for the Tigers, but at home they've played better than on the road.
Yeah, I think this crowd is giving them a lot of energy, a lot of motivation, and this is probably also one of the factors why Georgetown is playing so good at home this season.
And look at how deep Kazan starts off for her float serve. Her being that far back is able to get a little bit more extra float on that ball. That time a little bit too outside. Good pass by Speed. Set to the middle. And there's that connection that's been working pretty well all season. Vianney to Hunter Keller for the kill. And in comes Olivia Rechtenwald and Olivia Mitchell. Rechtenwald for the serve. Oh my goodness, a good swing by 31 to find the deep corner. And Bryce Morris, the libero for the Lions, has gotten a lot of setting reps today due to the bad serve receive. Speaking of bad serve receive.
An ace here for the Lions by number 14, Ellie Humphrey.
I think Vianney Kazan ran into the ref stand a little bit. He's got to adjust. That's got to be a scary thing whenever you're up on that stand and somebody runs into you. The last thing you want to do is fall over. And the mistakes are piling up for the Lions, giving the Tigers a little bit more room to breathe here in set 2.
And now Carly McNeil back in the game, back to the service line.
Known for her defense and her short float serves. Here comes a free ball and a chance for the Tigers to score. Here comes the slide off the net and point Tigers. McNeil back to serve. To the outside and block. McNeil got a pretty good service run going so far. Let's see if he can continue it.
And it's another free ball.
On to Hodges. A lot of one-handed touches. And that's going to score for the Lions. Casey Donegan back to serve. Nina Hodges puts in a down ball. Good pass by Reese Speed to Olivia Mitchell. And they're going to call in the net on the Lions. Number 7.
And Georgetown now brings in back Ivana Zareen and McKenna Walker.
And served out of bounds. Here comes the serve for the Lions. Good pass by Rechtenwald to the outside. Walker with a swing and a kill right down the line. Walker's on fire. The Lions only passing 2. Aaliyah Oli with the topspin. Good set to the right side and right through the block for the point. And that's a good example of not pressing on the block, allowing the ball to come right through the hands. Walker with a down ball, blocked. Point Lions. Float serve. Bruce with the interesting swing. Blocked.
Great double block there on the outside by Gareth Bruce and Julia Costa-Livero.
And the Tigers fans are loving it. Float serve by Speed. Set to the right side. Blocked. And here comes the dump. Oh, dear. Walker with the swing right into the net. And a little miscommunication there. It looked like Danny Bruce had a chance for the swing, and the setter kind of just vetoed that and went for the free ball instead. Pass well by Aaliyah. Another miscommunication. Libero getting all kinds of setting reps today. And Bruce off the block for the point. Biani Kazan back to serve, and Nina Hodges into the game as well. Here comes the deep float. And another, a little early celebration. Point's not over yet, girls. Here comes Bruce with a tip and blocked. Man, they really thought that was going to be an ace, but Lions fought back and ended up winning the point. You cannot celebrate early in the game of volleyball. Wait till that ball hits the floor. Off the block. Here comes the tip. And point Tigers. They're going to call 4 touches. It really looked like there was a touch, but nonetheless, Tigers get bailed out.
That's an interesting call by the referee, and also a lot of confusion on the side of the Lions here.
Yeah, Lions not happy with that call. Rechtenwald patiently awaiting her serve during the dispute. And it's going to force a timeout. Lions not happy with the refereeing, with the play, just all around rough start for the Lions. Still talking to the down ref. A lot of jabbering going on here in Alumni Gym. And we'll be right back here in set 2. Tigers lead 19-15. And Rechtenwald with the serve. Set to the outside. And a big kill down the line for number 31. The Lions score quickly out of the timeout. And a high float serve. Here comes the slide. Off the block and point. That is one play that the Tigers have really made it a point to implement in their game, is the slide ball. And it seems to be working pretty effectively with both Hunter Keller and Julia Costa Vera. Carla Meehl with the serve. Set to the middle. Good pickup by Mitchell. And wow, Kazan set that one right in the net. Looking for a quick dump, but sometimes it's better to give your hitters a chance to put a swing on a ball.
Now Casey Donegan back to serve for the Lions.
Passed well by Speed to Olivia Mitchell off the hands. Good pickup by Kazan. Scramble play this time. Oh, Julia hits it just out of bounds. Great hustle and effort defensively by Kazan. Good float serve. Passed well by Mitchell. To the middle. Costa off the hands and point. And they're getting kills exclusively out of the middle, but they really aren't hard-driven balls. It's just they're using the hands, tooling off the block. Ivana back to serve. Set to the right side.
Another good block touch for Georgetown.
Mitchell with the swing off the block and in. They're going to call it a block. Coach John Briggerhoff giving a look over at his player, Ty Chavez, on the line. That was a close call. Set to McKenna. And Walker with a good cut shot in the point. I think she even surprised herself a little bit on that one. She wasn't expecting that one to go in, but good shot nonetheless. And here comes Oli out of LaGrange, Kentucky for the famous topspin. That's worked so well today. Lions still having trouble with it. Set to the outside. Bruce picks it up. Oh. And middle tip. Oli to Walker. Off the net. And 33 flings it through the block. Adley Mays back to serve for the Lions. Good float serve, passed well by Aaliyah. McKenna Walker with a big swing. She's got some real power behind that. And point Tigers. Point Lions, sorry. Right up the line. Adley Mays back to serve for the Lions. Close game here in set 2, 22-21, Tigers lead. Good set, able to stay out of the net, and point Tigers, 23-21. Speed back to serve. Good serve. Here comes the free ball, a chance to score. Oh my goodness. The free ball scores.
And that's a tough arrow, especially here in the crunch time, to lose the point on the free ball due to a miscommunication.
Good pass by Oli, and Bruce blocked. And we got a tie game here in set 2.
Timeout taken by Georgetown's coach, Felicia Pace.
And it's odd because the Tigers have felt in control of the game, but a few mistakes here and there have caught up to them, and a little bit of fire and urgency from the Lions as well has brought this game to a close call here in set 2. Man, it feels like this game is moving lightning fast. Tigers looking to take a 2-0 lead in the match. But the Lions hanging around, looking to take a game of their own.
And these next points are going to be very important for the whole game, since it's either going to be a 2-0 lead in sets for the Tigers or a tight game in sets.
Either way, a crucial point for sure. McKenna Walker off the block and the point. Walker's been so reliable on the right side. And here comes Vianney Kazan and Nina Hodges into the game.
And it is also a set point for the Tigers, leading 24-23 here in the second set.
Tigers fans on their feet. Set to the outside. Rolled over the block. Good pickup by Speed. Here comes Bruce off the hands and point. Tigers win.
Great way from the Tigers to stay focused and close the second set. That was a very important one. And we're going to be right back for the third set here in Davis Reed Alumni Gym.
And here we are in set 3. Lions serve. Pass by Speed. Set to Bruce. Power tip to the corner and out of bounds. Close one, though. Lions back to serve. Pass well by Oli. Tim Walker in the middle and point right off the hands. Speed at libero, back to serve. Strong float. Bruce right through the block for the point. Speed for serve number 3. And ace serve. Really good run right now from Reese Speed. Good float serve. Roll ball. Here comes Walker off the hands. Good back row swing. Here comes Bruce. Off the hands. Big rally here. Low ball. Set at the right side. And in the middle, and miscommunication. Setter and middle not on the same page on that one. Lions back to serve. Good pass by Speed. And sloppy play there for the Tigers. They got to clean it up. This game is still far from over. I know they got a 2-0 lead, but still got to keep that foot on the gas. Good set to Walker. Blocked. The Lions with a sense of urgency here in set 3. Down 2 sets, looking to get one back. Back to Walker. This time, oh, that was going to be a point, but she touched it. Speed puts in a down ball. Back set to the outside, right in the net. Tigers got bailed out on that one. In comes Vianney Kazan, and in comes Nina Hodges. And here comes the deep float. Ace serve. The movement on that float is unreal. Lions having a lot of trouble with the serve receive. Is on. Another good float serve. Keeping them out of system. Here comes the free ball. And the slide and the point. Hunter Keller working that slide ball pretty well.
And here we can see again that the service pressure is really the key for the Tigers. Forcing the Lions to bring back a down ball and giving the Tigers a lot of options. And the next ace for Vianney Kazan.
The aces continue to roll.
And this is going to be the 9th ace for the Tigers tonight already. That's a lot compared to the only 2 aces on the side of the Freed-Hardeman Lions.
9 aces. My goodness. Forces the timeout. And we'll be right back after this short intermission. And we're back. Kazan with the serve. Forced the overpass, and Hunter Keller puts it right back down for the point. And what is Santana doing? All fun games here in Alumni Gym. Good serve by Kazan. This time handled pretty well. Low ball in the middle. O'Lee to Hodges off the net. And a good spot, but they're going to call outside the antenna. Nina Hodges pulls back to serve receive. Good pass by Speed. Here comes Hodges. And out of bounds. Back-to-back errors for Nina Hodges. Good pass by Nina. In the middle, oh, there's Hunter Keller with the big swing. And a great set by Kazan. And here come the Olivias. Mitchell and Rechtenwald into the game. Rechtenwald to serve. Off the hands, and a good effort for the ball, but that one scored. The Tigers have been in control of this match from the very start. Looking to have their first 3-0 victory of the season. Good set to Mitchell on the outside. Recycled. This time to Keller on the right side. Not her normal position. Interesting lineup we got going on over here for the Tigers. Good pass by Speed. Scramble play. Mitchell puts in a good down ball. Set to the outside. Kazan back to Hodges. To the right side. And that's going to score. And I believe Hodges has been burned once or twice on that ball, the tip over the block. Coach Felicia reminding her she's got to get that ball. Keller with a big kill. Hunter Keller with the relentless swing. And here comes Carly McNeil. Set to the outside. Roll shot. And score. Speed back into the game. Casey Donegan to serve for the Lions. Olivia Mitchell with the swing and the kill. The deep corner. Wide open.
That's a great swing from Mitch, even though the ball was so off. Still able to get a good swing out of it.
And it's always good when your hitter makes the setter look good by adjusting to a ball that's maybe a little bit off the net, maybe a little tight, but great job by Mitchell on that swing. And Jaden Watkins off the hands for the point. Avery Harris back to serve for the Lions. Good pass by Speed. In the middle, really good swing by Julia. Hustle play, and Speed not able to get that one over the net. Avery Harris back to serve. The Lions taking their first lead in quite some time. little bit of maintenance over on the Georgetown Tigers side. And we're going to resume play. Here comes the serve. Good pass by Rectenwald to Walker on the outside, and it's going to be a point. McKenna Walker is so consistent in this match today.
And this was already her 8th kill on 16 swings, only 4 arrows.
And you can't be mad about that. Here comes Aaliyah with the top spin, set to the outside, and nobody went for that one. Not sure where the block was either. Lions up 1 in set 3. Hadley Mays with the serve. Set to Bruce. To the outside. Off the hands and point Lions. Lions up 2. A near overpass, but saved. Here comes Walker on the right side, and look at that, she scores again. Racking up the kills here in Alumni Gym. And Speed with a good serve. Set to the right side, blocked, kept alive. This time to the outside. It's set. This time to Bruce. Puts in a roll. Here comes the free ball for no reason at all. Bruce with a good down ball. Another free ball, and this time the free ball is going to score. What are we watching? Ladies and gentlemen. The free ball scores again. And that has to be better. You got to pick that one up. Good pass by Speed. Cutler with the swing. Overpass. Oh. Kept it alive. Here comes the free ball. Chance to score here. Here comes the swing by Bruce. And point Lions. And down 3 here in set 3. The Tigers think they're going to call a timeout. Here comes a free ball, chance to score. McKenna Walker with a swing and another kill. She's just finding the deep corners and scoring points consistently.
And now Vianney Kazan and Nina Hodges back into the game.
Here comes the deep float from Kazan. Tip ball, picked up by Kazan. O'Lee to Bruce, roll shot. Set to the outside, and they're gonna say
touch after the block from Georgetown, and
I guess that ball was in. It looked out to me, but point Tigers. Kazan with the deep float. Set to the outside. Blocked. And Nina Hodges and Hunter Keller setting up a pretty good block over there on the outside.
And we have a tight game at 16-16 here again. Kazan served for a little bit too long. And now Bryce Morris back to the service line for the Lions.
O'Lee passed and dumped and scored. The standing set over the net scores again. somehow. Olivia Rechtenwald back to serve for the Tigers. Off the hands. Kazan to Hodges. That in the middle. Out of bounds. Point Tigers. Finn, if you were to give a player of the game so far for the Tigers, who would it be?
I think it's either going to be Danny Bruce or Vianney Kazan, both doing a great job in this game so far. Kazan with already 4 aces, and in addition to that, with over 20 assists. That's impressive. That are impressive numbers, and also Bruce with 11 kills already. And what a set here by Kazan, the one-handed set to the outside.
And she's had a few of those one-handed sets. This time connecting with Mitchell on the outside and a good deep swing for the kill. But yeah, definitely some star players for the Tigers today. Even McKenna Walker has been pretty solid for the Tigers. McNeil back to serve. Set in the middle. Good defense by Kazan. Hodges just out of bounds.
That's a great idea, going for the high hands from Nina Hodges. Just not able to find them here in this situation.
And I think you're right, Finn. Plenty of aces for Kazan, plenty of assists. Pretty great game all around. One of the few aces there for the Lions on Reese Speed. You don't see that very often. Good pass by Rechtenwald. And point Tigers. The kill by Julia Costavera. Severo.
And now Ivana Zarin back to the service line, who also already has 2 aces and 16 assists tonight.
That to the outside. Good pass by Speed. Mitchell right through the block for the point. Tigers retake the lead. Back set and right in the net. Point Tigers. And timeout Lions.
So LC, what do you think? What has to change for the Freed-Hardeman Lions to come out of this timeout and still be able to have a chance to win this game?
Well, right off the bat, they're going to need to score early, right out of the timeout. They got themselves in quite a pickle here, down 2 in set 3. They're going to need some energy, some fire, and some kills right off the bat. But this match is still far from over. I mean, if they are able to win this game and push the 4th set, you never know what might happen. But right now, the Tigers playing with a sense of urgency and a little bit of swagger, looking to get their first 3-0 victory of the entire year.
Yes, I completely agree with you. There's still a chance for the Lions, but it's all about the execution of Georgetown at the end of this 3rd set now. And we see the next service error from Ivana Zarin.
And an untimely service error at that, giving the Lions a chance to get back into this game. Avery Harris with a good serve and a good ace. And just like that, the Lions are back in this game, tied at 22 apiece. Harris back to serve. Another out of system. Mitchell to the outside for McKenna, and oh my goodness, what is going on? The Tigers falling apart at the seams right in front of our eyes.
And consequently, the timeout taken by Georgetown head coach Felicia Bays.
Well, it was looking real good before that timeout. Up 22-20, and the Lions rattled off 3 points in a row, mainly off of the mistakes of the Tigers and errors.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about in the last timeout only a few points ago, that the Lions have to score now, and that's what they did. Georgetown not able to hold against it and focus on executing this third set, and now it's going to be harder than before, but it's still the chance is there. Well, the Tigers only 1 point down.
Only down 1, but the Lions with the best chance to win the set so far. Good pass by Speed to Walker and blocked. Point Lions. And it is set point for the Lions here in set 3. If you thought you were going home early, you better buckle up, because it's looking like we're going to get a set 4. Overpassed, and they got a chance to win the game here. Double, oh my goodness, really bad double. Point Tigers, and they got bailed out a little bit there.
That was a good call by the first referee here after a really, really bad set by Lions number 14, Ali Humphrey. The ball spinning in the air.
And you just hate to see that in such a crucial moment in the game. But here comes Aaliyah O'Lee with the top spin. Just over the net. Set to the right side. Chance to score here. Here comes Bruce. Blocked. And Point Lions, they're going to win the game and force a set 4. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back for set 4. And we're back here in set 4 with a special guest, Jake Manning. Jake, what do you think so far of the game?
I think it's been a good game so far. Just lost the last set, but they've all been pretty close. So it's what happens in competition. You gotta just keep fighting, and then got the chance here in the 4th set to take it home.
Could not have said it better myself. Thank you to our special guest, Jake Manning. And here we are in set 4. Good serve. Good pass by Rechtenwald. Set to McKenna Walker for the swing, and it's going to be a kill right through the hands of 31. Ivana Zareen back to serve for the Tigers. Jump float. Big swing, but controlled. Mitchell with the roll. Nearly scored. Scramble play. Walker sets to the middle. This time to the back row. And Rechtenwald finds the line for the kill. Zareen back to serve. Good float serve. Out of system. Here comes the free ball. And a chance to score here. 31, and somebody's in the net. It's the Lions.
Pretty good start here from the Tigers with an early lead, 3-0 at the beginning of this 4th set.
Pretty good serving run so far, and it's going to be an ace. We've seen all kinds of aces today in this match. And how about this serving run from Zareen? From Serbia. Here comes the outside hit, and it finds the line. Point Lions. Charlie Fulton back to serve for the Lions. Float serve. Good pass by Mitchell to Walker on the outside and looking for the line, but just out of bounds. Fulton with the serve. Puts in a good float. To the middle, blocked.
Good cover.
Walker off the block for the point. Oli with top spin.
Another bad receive from the Lions libero.
Set to Bruce. Off the hands, and it's going to score. And with a little icing on top of the cake, the Lions were also in the net. Only counts for 1 point, though. Here comes Oli with the magical top spin. Calm, cool, and collected back there. Oli to Bruce. And what a shot to the corner.
Great shot, way to find the line.
Tigers with a great start, forcing a timeout here in set 4. And we'll be right back after this short intermission. You want to send CJ up here for a... And we're back in set 4. Lee with the top spin serve. So consistent off the ceiling. Here comes the free ball and a chance to score. To Walker, and it's another point. Plenty of kills from McKenna Walker. Lee with the top spin. They finally get a good pass off of the top spin and hit out of bounds. Point Tigers. And I'm bringing you guys a special guest announcer, CJ Pride. And CJ, what do you think so far of the Tigers' sense of urgency here in this match today?
Well, first of all, it would have been great to get out of here in 3 sets, but if the Tigers want to go ahead and drop that 3rd set, you know, it's whatever. We'll stick around for the 4th one. They go out to a 9-3 lead now, which is great. Hopefully they can keep it together, though. That's my first and final thought. That's about all I got on this one.
And Danny Bruce with the next kill here with the roll shop on the cross court. And now Josh Libero re-speed back to serve.
Speed back to serve for the Tigers. Puts in a good float. This time handled well. Set to the right side. Blocked. Kept alive. And off the hands of Hunter Keller for the point. Line score. CJ Bride not too happy about staying here for the 4th set. I'm sure the Lions are, though. Walker.
Another big swing.
Here comes Aaliyah in the back row and just a bit outside. Allie Humphrey with the serve. Bruce right into the net.
There was a touch from
I'm confused.
the Lions block before. That's what they call. And it looks like it's a point for Georgetown.
Wow. All right. Kazan back to serve. Big swing by the right side, but out of bounds. Point Tigers. And Coach John Bringerhoff is loving every second of this match.
Yes, we have a pretty comfortable lead for the Tigers here in the first set. It's 12-5.
Which has been quite a rarity this season. Not a whole lot of comfortable leads.
And this is going to be the next kill. Nina Hodges with this shot down the line. And Josh Hunter doing really a great job to continue putting a lot of pressure on the serve. And this has been pretty tough for the Lions to handle so far.
Kazan with the float serve and a big swing by the right side. It's number 31, Casey Donegan, the senior outside hitter for Freed-Hardeman. Line's down 13-6.
Good pass by Speed.
Here comes Hodges and a big kill. And here come the Olivias. Rechtenwald back to serve and Mitchell in the front row. A serve by Rechtenwald.
Another ace for the Tigers, and this is number 15 in this game. That's a very impressive number within only 4 sets, 15 aces.
Another good serve by Rechtenwald. Set to the outside. Kazan to Olivia in the back row. And I'm not sure why that ball keeps scoring.
Now Everhovers back to serve for the Lions.
Off the net. Keller to Mitchell. Good down ball. And blocked. Woo!
Oh, and what a swing down the line from Nina Hodges after a great block touch. Great transitional work from the Tigers here.
Yeah, Nina Hodges finding your rhythm offensively, putting the ball away. And here comes Carly McNeil for the serve. Float serve, and nearly an ace. It's going to score.
Another great short float serve by Carly McNeil, forcing the Lions to take their second timeout of this set. And we're going to be right back after this little timeout break. And we're back here in the fourth set. Georgetown with a pretty comfortable lead, 17-7, and Carly McNeil back to serve for Georgetown. Tip and blocked by Nina Hodges and Julia Costa-Severo.
McNeil puts in a float. And it's going to be, what looked like to be an ace, but they're going to play it. To the outside, down the line, and point Tigers. They're going to call a double on the set.
Another ball handling arrow for the Lions, number 14, Ellie Humphrey.
And that is the fourth double the up ref has called today. Another ace. Carly McNeil finds the deep corner. And the Lions look defeated. Another short serve by McNeil. Dug out of the net, and there is just no hope for the Lions. They have truly given up. Not much effort and not much enthusiasm for the Lions here. McNeil this time puts in a deep serve. Set to the middle, tipped and scored off the block. This would be the Tigers' biggest victory of the year in terms of point margin. Kazan to Hodges. Set to the outside. And point Lions. There's a little spark of energy. 9-21. Adley Mays back to serve. pass by Rectenwald. Set to Hodges, and boom, shakalaka. There's a kill.
Now Ivana Zarina and McKenna Walker back in the game. And Zareen back to serve. Looking here for her 4th ace.
And we call that the commentator jinx. That one ended in that. And here comes number 1, Charlie Fulton. Big swing and a big kill by the middle, Julia Costa-Severo. And here comes Aaliyah Oli and Danny Bruce.
And Oli with 5 aces in this game already.
Shoo. Here comes the top spin. And right through the block, number 31, Casey Donegan with the kill. Off the block, kept alive. Back to Julia, through the hands. Lines to the outside. Cut shot, and a really good spot by number 31. It's Casey Donegan again. Back-to-back points for her. Lions haven't completely given up just yet. Here comes the float, and that's an ace.
Miscommunication here between Danny Bruce and Reese Speed, leading to an ace for the Lions, but still a pretty comfortable lead for the Tigers, who are up by 10 points.
Here comes Bruce on the high set. Bumps out to the outside, off the block, and it's a block. McKenna Walker and Julia Costa-Severo. And we are at match point here in set 4. Reese Speed back to serve. Set to the middle, tipped, and oh dear. She kicked the ball right at McKenna.
And you can feel the energy here in the gym, all the fans getting on their feet.
Bryce Morris with the serve. Good
pass.
pass by Oli, and Walker just out of bounds. The Tigers delaying the inevitable here in set 4. Back to Walker, this time off the hands for the point, and Tigers win. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tagging along with us here in Alumni Gym. We'll see you next time, and have a great rest of your day. This has been Elsie Newton.
And Freed-Hardeman, thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.